कृष्णा, आप सभी का स्वागत है एडीजे न्यूज में। आज हम बातें का एपिसोड नंबर 26 शूट कर रहे हैं, जो कि मिस निमिषा जी के साथ है, जो कि एक न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट है। न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट वो होता है जो किसी भी इंसान को उसकी डाइट के बारे में बताता है। कहा जाता है कि एक स्वस्थ शरीर, एक हेल्दी बॉडी में एक हेल्दी माइंड लिव करता है। तो अगर आपकी बॉडी हेल्दी है तो उसके लिए आपको न्यूट्रिशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो निमिषा मैम का सेम वर्क है कि वो बच्चे से लेकर बड़ों बुजुर्गों तक को न्यूट्रिशन डाइट बताती हैं, ताकि वो अपनी बॉडी को फिट रख सके और ज्यादा से ज्यादा जितनी बीमारियां उनसे दूर रह सकें, क्योंकि जितना आप हेल्दी खाना खाओगे उतना ज्यादा आप हेल्दी रहोगे। तो आइए स्वागत करते हैं निमिषा जी का हमारे प्रोग्राम में। निमिषा मैम,
to reach out to as many people as I can, registered nutrition consultant, obesity management. So yeah, to tell you a little bit about my journey. Well, I was not a nutritionist since very long. I used to run a nursery school. So I've always been working with children. I used to run a nursery school called Head Start for about 20 years. And of course, with the pandemic, classes went online and children were too young. So we used to have recorded sessions. What I saw during the pandemic is that the children initially, in the initial stages of the lockdown, children were not allowed to go down to play. They were not allowed to exercise. Even as adults, we could not go for a walk. Gyms were closed. At home, it's only restricted. You can maybe do yoga or if you have a treadmill, you can walk. So yes, I thought I should get into this field and help. So initially I decided to help children out. And then of course, adults come along with. Having said that, 20% is exercise and 80% is nutrition. Also, the food that you eat is very important. A lot of times I have people coming to me saying, you know what, our ancestors, our parents, our grandparents, they ate everything and they're fine now. Unfortunately, in our times, because of the adulterated food, because of our habits, because of the high stress life, things that used to maybe work many, many years ago don't work anymore. So I've taken this up as an initiative to reach out to as many people as I can. Also, not do these fad diets, not get into your Western food. Our Indian food has so many nutrients and so many varieties, and there's so much that you can do with them, that I think it's a great idea if people are more and more aware, especially children. It's very easy to give your child a box of cereal in the morning and say, "Acha beta, have it and go to school." But in our older times, the way we used to have like a poha or an upma or a nutritious snack is most important. Your breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So I personally feel that, taking a little time out, encouraging your child to eat nutritious hot food in the morning. Also, your packaged cereals have a lot of sodium, they have a lot of sugar. You don't know what additives are being added. As a mother or as a guardian or as any other parent, you can introduce healthy food to your children as well as to adults. Well, another thing is we're all following the American system of eating. Very easy to eat fast food, call Swiggy, call Zomato, and all these people come. The best food is available at your fingertips, especially more so through lockdown because you couldn't go out and you were tired. Okay, chalo, let's order in. So I saw more and more cases of obesity through the past year. So yes, I'd like to educate parents and adults as well as to how we should go about it, how we should include nutritious food as well as healthy. Mind you, healthy is not boring.
true.
So we have a lot of tips. Yes, tell me.
So, ma'am, I want to know one more thing. Just जैसे आपने बताया कि पुराने टाइम में ऐसा था, फूड का ये काफी पैटर्न देखने को मिल रहा है। राइट नाउ पीपल काफी अवेयर हो गया है, हेल्थ कॉन्शियस हो गए हैं आफ्टर कोविड स्पेशली एंड ड्यूरिंग द कोविड।
Yes.
अभी once you started this journey, okay, so what type of challenges you have faced during the starting and during today's time also? क्योंकि challenges तो आप एक सक्सेस पे पहुंच जाओ तब भी रहते हैं, आप स्टार्ट करो तब भी रहते हैं। तो what type of challenges you have faced in this profession?
So yes, for now, the biggest challenge that I'm facing is that, see, moms are working from home. A lot of them have gone back to physical work. The biggest excuse that I get in terms of children Oh, I don't have the time. Through the pandemic, a lot of people didn't have staff. So, oh, I don't have anybody at home. So the easiest thing is to order. I don't have the time to cook. I don't have the time to plan a meal, whether it's for the child or whether it's for the mother herself. So this is one of the biggest challenges I faced in terms of parents saying, oh, we don't have the time. But to be very honest, on a Saturday or a Sunday, if you have the time, you pre-prep a little bit. It's very easy to have a hot and nutritious meal 3 times a day. Also, high fat is it's very important not to have very high fat foods, but at the same time include good fats. So the biggest challenge I face is that, oh, the mothers say, no, 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 I can't give butter, no, I can't give sugar. But the thing is, butter in certain quantities, sugar also, unrefined sugar, brown sugar, coconut sugar, jaggery, all these are important things that you can add to the diet, make it interesting for the child. Yes, so yeah, coming back to the challenge, yes, the biggest challenge for me is to try and convince people that no matter whether there is a lockdown or no matter whether things have opened up, the most important thing for you to do is get that 30-40 minutes of walk a day or do yoga a day. Even for the children, I think easier for the children is to get them to play a sport. Send them for a run, send them for tennis, send them for football, send them for badminton. All these things are out in the open. It gives them the energy. It also gives them lots of vitamin D, give them iron rich foods. So, yes, these were the challenges in terms of having to convince the mothers that no, it's not difficult to get your child to eat healthy. Also, for the mothers themselves, Acha, chalo, I'm tired today, let me order a pizza. It's the easiest thing to do. But if you have a homemade tomato puree in the house, very easy to make a pizza at home. You're going to control it. You can do a whole wheat base, you can do a jowar base. So, yes, these are the few things that I recommend to the mothers, and it's not difficult. It's not a challenge to get up and cook for your family. It's very simple if you have it pre-planned.
डेफिनेटली दैट्स ट्रू आई टोटली एग्री विद दैट मैं खुद भी बताऊंगा मैं काफी बिफोर लॉकडाउन आई एम द पर्सन हु कैन ईट मोस्टली आउटसाइड नॉट जस्ट अ हैबिट बिकॉज ऑफ माय वर्किंग बट जैसे ही लॉकडाउन हुआ आई जस्ट ट्राई टू ईट अ फूड ऑफ ओनली एट होम अभी भी मेरा होता है कि अगर मैं मुझे कहीं निकलना है तो आई प्रेफर कि मम्मा का फूड हो वो बेटर है कंपैरिजन टू बाहर खाना बाहर कभी कभी खा लिया महीने में एक बार क्योंकि that's needed sometimes it's also needed so that's a good suggestion of yours we have to admit it because बाहर का जंक फूड खाने से हमें कोई खास एनर्जी मिलती नहीं है जितना कंपैरिजन टू हमारा इंडियन फूड मिलती है अभी मैम एक सवाल है मेरा यहाँ इसी फील्ड में इसी प्रोफेशन में जाना चाहिए तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा कुछ बताएं मैम
So, yes, very interesting. I have a nephew. He's 10 years old. Lockdown may, of course, friends he didn't meet. Suddenly, things started opening up a little bit. So he said, no, I want to invite my friends over. So I said, all right, we will. So, of course, we made all the child friendly food, fun food for the children. I saw these boys who I had seen in school about a year ago before the lockdown. And these boys they were on the football team, they were running, they were agile. Suddenly I see these boys at 10, they've gained 10 kilos, 12 kilos. Why? Because mama's baking for me. Everybody had started baking in the lockdown, everybody had started experimenting on foods. And I was a little bit in shock, and I was like, my god, at 10 years for a child to put on 10 to 15 kilos in 1 year is not healthy at all. And going forward, what is this child going to do? Of course, that was the child. So I decided to specialize in child nutrition. Of course, for me, it was a subject close to my heart because I've been working with children for 20 years. So I know their moods, I know their mannerisms, I know what they like, things like that. As far as adults go, the same problem. Acha, chalo, I don't want to waste it, let me eat it. No, waste it, give it to the maid. And I'm not saying that don't have outside food, don't have junk food. Yes, please treat yourself, indulge once in a while, but don't constantly keep doing things, keep adding fats to your food so that, oh, this is going to be tasty. So, yes, that was my biggest motivation, seeing these children having gained so much weight. A lot of adults also, because of course, everybody is working at home, nobody's going out, everybody's sitting on one chair, you eat whatever's given to you. So it's quite difficult. And also the nutritional aspect was lost, because whatever is easy is what you'll make and what you'll eat. So then I started encouraging mothers to introduce a few healthy things once a day for themselves and the children, so that the fitness level is high, the energy levels are high. Yeah, so that was what my biggest motivator was.
That's really great, ma'am. Once you are handling the children nutrition, that's the biggest question, and the biggest challenge I feel we have to all have to face is the children is a very moody. How you convince them to go in such pattern, like in such food pattern, such diet plan? How you manage that thing? That's really interesting things to know, because आजकल मम्मा लोग भी हैंडल नहीं कर पाती कभी कभी बच्चों को कंट्रोल में लिया. So how you handle
True,
such things, ma'am?
true. So, see, there's no 100% guarantee, like you said. And like I said earlier, children are very moody. So, that also depends on, on a particular day, if your child says, no, mama, I don't want to eat this, that's fine once in a while. But what we do here is when mothers call me, I give them healthy alternatives, like just for example, pizza. Okay. So instead of getting a store-bought pizza base and a store-bought tomato sauce, what I tell the mothers is make a sugar-free, healthy tomato sauce at home along with all your vegetables and everything. Freeze it. And all of us make jawar rotis at home. We make bajra rotis at home. So instead of getting that store-bought pizza base, you make your pizza on a jawar roti or on a bajra roti. So what happens is the child feels like, oh wow, I'm eating pizza, but he's eating a healthy pizza, and that's great. Even in terms of your morning cereal, nowadays in our market on Amazon, you're getting so many unrefined, sugar-free products. You're getting cocoa powder, you're getting sugar-free chocolate. Use that to put into laddus for your children. Also, our age-old wheat laddus, our nachni laddus, all these are very important. So as a treat, you give it to them at the end of the meal instead of giving them a pastry or a piece of refined chocolate. Give them a laddu, give them a piece of chikki, which you can make at home with jaggery. And also in terms, like I said, a healthy jawar pizza, it is a pizza at the end of the day. Give them lots of soups. So things like that. And what I feel is that as their children, when they are younger, you introduce these things, they slowly get together and they eat. So it's not that difficult to get your child to eat a salad. Make an interesting salad. I mean, don't put all the green leaves and make it boring for the child, but add a little cheese, add a few nuts, make it interesting. What will happen is that when the child is used to eating all these things, they will eventually pick this. So, yes, my nephews, when they go to a restaurant, they will insist on having a salad, not because of anything else, but because now that's part of their routine. So, if you start at that age, if you start as a child, you make healthy choices. As an adult, also, you will make those healthy choices. Like I said, I'm not saying don't eat pizza, eat, make it at home if you have the time, and use a healthy base. So in terms of this, you can make all these different foods. You can use oats, you can make pancakes, you can do so many things for the children, which will not really make them miss. So the question that you asked is, it's a challenge. Yes, it is a challenge, but not always, because if you pre-think and you pre-plan, you can have it ready for them. Burger, why not? But you can make a healthy burger at home. Control the sodium, control the cheese, control, you're getting so much in the market now, whole wheat buns, things like that. So really, if you ask me, it used to be a challenge, but I don't think it's that much of a challenge anymore.
Agreed. So, ma'am, the second last question I have to ask you, because we have a lack of times always,
Yes,
and
yes.
the sections will going very interesting. So, but due to some reasons, we have to cut short it.
Sure,
I just
sure,
wanna
sure.
ask you second last question. Can you please elaborate about your service, so that if anybody, the person who is watching this video, want to connect with you or want to know what services you are offering, so they can easily get in touch with you. So can you please aggregate your services in a well way?
Yes, sure. So my nutrition plans are all personalized. So the people can get in touch with me either on my Instagram handle or on WhatsApp. take an appointment. I will help you out. So all my plans are usually 3 months, because in a month you're going to see no changes. So yes, it's a personalized plan. The first thing that I do is rule out any allergies, rule out any health issues, because adults may have a lot of health issues. So it is all made to order plans, and I will give you a specific plan for the week. We will monitor the weight. And mind you, now that you're asking me that, it is not only necessary that people, and especially children, are coming to me to lose weight. I have a lot of underweight clients as well, in terms of adults and children. So yes, all the plans are tailor-made. Nothing is generalized. So if I give you one plan today, I'm not going to give somebody else the same plan today. So yes, a lot of thought and hard work goes into this. But yes, it's a personalized plan, and you can get in touch with me on WhatsApp or on my Instagram handle, which is Nimisha Khatau.
That's great. Okay, I want to inform you all that जो भी मैम के कांटेक्ट के सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स हैं, बाकी कनेक्शन की चीजें हैं, नंबर्स वगैरह या व्हाट्सएप, आई शेयर इट ऑल इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. आप उसके थ्रू मैम से कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं. और ये काफी अच्छी चीज है कि पर्सनलाइज मिल रहा है. देखिए, हर इंसान का बॉडी वेट, बॉडी के फीचर्स, बॉडी की चीजें डिफरेंट होती हैं. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हम ये बात नहीं कर रहे कि सामने वाले की बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है. यहाँ पे बहुत सारी चीजें होती है, जैसे एलर्जी होती है, किसी को एलर्जी डस्ट से होती है, किसी को एलर्जी किसी और चीज से होती है. तो अकॉर्डिंगली मैम उसके हिसाब से प्लान करती हैं ताकि आपको न्यूट्रिशन में कोई भी इशू ना है. दैट्स रियली ग्रेट सर्विस फ्रॉम मैम. और काफी हेल्प मेहनत लग जाती है इसमें, काफी एफर्ट्स लगते हैं. तो आई रियली अप्रिशिएट इट मैम कि आप इतना एफर्ट डाल रही है. दैट्स रियली ग्रेट.
माय प्लेजर.
In the last question, I want to know, what is your message towards society for the young generation?
Yes, so my primary message is eat healthy, stay healthy. Don't run away from nutritional food. Run away from junk food most times. Eat junk once in a while. There's nothing wrong with it. But with our high pressure lifestyles and high stress lifestyle, and even for the younger generation as they go older and the older generation, food is what you are. What you eat is what you are. So may as well eat healthy so that you can remain healthy and be healthy as you go forth. Let's start with the children so that when they grow up, they be responsible adults.
That's great. That's really a nice message, ma'am. It's really a great section with you. And I expect we have more sections regarding the same in future.
Sure, anytime.
And I hope आपका ये जो journey है काफी successful रहे, and everybody can
Thank you so much.
Understand the means and the purpose of your journey. That's really needed to be, because आज के समय में बिजी लाइफस्टाइल में बेसिकली यही होता है कि हम हेल्दी की जगह इंस्टेंट फूड की तरफ भाग रहे हैं. That's very common nowadays. So I believe कि लोगों को इस बात को समझना चाहिए और इस चीज को अडॉप्ट करना चाहिए. So thank you once again, ma'am, for your time and for the very exclusive information which you have shared with us. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
My pleasure. My pleasure. And thank you so much for having me with you. And yes, I hope to connect with everyone soon. Thank you so much, Aditya ji.
Welcome, ma'am.